Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand an important concept in object-oriented programming called getter and setter in Java. These concepts are directly related to encapsulation, which is one of the core principles of OP. Let's start step by step. First, what is a getter? A getter is a public method used to read or retrieve the value of a private variable of a class. Now you might ask, why do we need it? Because when we declare a variable as private, we cannot access it directly from outside the class. So instead of giving direct access, we provide a controlled method to read the value. That method is called a getter. In simple words, a getter is used to get the value of a private variable. For example, public int getAge. Return age. Here, age is a private variable. The method getAge allows us to safely access its value. Now let's understand setter. A setter is a public method used to modify or update the value of a private variable of a class. Again, since the variable is private, we cannot change it directly from outside the class. So we use a setter method. In simple words, a setter is used to set or change the value of a private variable. Example: public void setAge, int age. This .age is equal to age. Here, this .age refers to the class variable, and we assign the new value passed as a parameter. Now the important question. Why do we use getter and setter? There are several important reasons. First, we cannot access private variables directly outside the class. Getter and setter provide safe access. Second, we can control invalid values. Using a setter, we can add validation rules before assigning the value. Third, we achieve encapsulation. We hide internal details and only expose control access. Fourth, we can make variables read-only or write-only. If we provide only a getter, the variable becomes read-only. If we provide only a setter, the variable becomes write-only. Now let's understand this with a complete example. We have a class called student. Inside this class, we declare a private variable, private int age. Since it is private, it cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. Now we create a setter method. Public void setAge, int age. If age greater than 0, this .age is equal to age. Else, system.out.println, age must be positive. Here, we added validation. We check if the age is greater than 0. If the condition is true, we assign the value using this .age is equal to age. Now let's clearly understand this line. Here, this .age refers to the private variable age of the student class. And age refers to the parameter value passed into the setAge method. So when we write this .age is equal to age, it means we are assigning the parameter value to the class's private variable. The keyword this is used to differentiate between the class variable and the method parameter when both have the same name. If the condition is false, meaning the age is not greater than 0, then we print the message. Age must be positive. This is the power of setter. We can control the data before storing it. Next, we create a getter method. Public int getAge. Return age. This method simply returns the value of age. Now move to the main method. Public static void main, string, args. We create an object. Student S is equal to new student. Now we use the setter to assign a value. S.setAge, 20. Here, S is the object of the student class. setAge, 20, calls the setter method. 20 is passed as the parameter value. Inside the setAge method, the parameter age receives the value 20. Then the condition checks if 20 is greater than 0. Since it is true, the line this.age is equal to age assigns 20 to the private variable age of the student class. So finally, the private variable age inside the student object now holds the value 20. That is how the setter updates the private variable safely. Then we print the value using the getter system.out.println student age plus s.getAge. Now let's understand what happens here. First, s.getAge calls the getter method getAge of the student class. Inside the getAge method, we have return age. Since we previously set the age to 20 using s.setAge 20, the private variable age now holds the value 20. So when getAge is called, it returns 20. Then that returned value 20 is combined with the string student age. So finally, the complete output becomes student age 20. Now let's try an invalid value s.setAge -5. Since we added validation in the setter, it will not assign the value. Instead, it will print age must be positive. So what did we learn from this example? We learned that private variables cannot be accessed directly. Getter allows safe reading of data. Setter allows controlled updating of data. Validation rules can be added inside setter. This helps us achieve encapsulation. That is why getter and setter are very important in Java and object-oriented programming. This is how we protect data and maintain proper control over it. That's all for this video on getter and setter in Java. If you like this video, please like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more easy and clear Java tutorials. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section. Thank you for watching.